The nation is in turmoil. Westward expansion threatened the delicate balance between slave and free states in Congress. Bleeding Kansas, which proved that popular sovereignty would not be the solution, controversy flooding the new state in an attempt to skew the vote. Two enemy state governments formed, and the rival factions collided in bloody conflicts. Then, I was elected, but not by the South. In many southern states, I wasn't even on the ballot. And finally, James Buchanan, who left this mess of a nation to me, who refused to take a stance on slavery and let things get as bad as it has. They won't accept me. They feel threatened to lose their slaves, to lose what their agriculture depends on, to lose what their economy depends on, to lose what their whole society depends on. We need to keep the border states. This is not about slavery. It never was. I wasn't going to free the slaves, not if it would tear us apart. But this is about the Union, the nation, and stitching these 34 states back together again.
Contraband slaves were declared free, but Lincoln still pushed that this war was not about slavery. It was a war to save the Union. He issued the Emancipation Proclamation in 1862 because he believed it was necessary for the Union to win the war, as it spurred rebellions and chaos within the South. Lincoln, however, did not push black rights agenda in fear of displacing racists within the Union. Border states such as Missouri, Kentucky, and West Virginia still practiced slavery. The Emancipation Proclamation did not apply to them because they were a part of the Union, and Lincoln was not looking to get on their bad side. The proclamation was not intended to rid the nation of the sin of slavery. Rather, it was to weaken the Confederate opponent. At the Battle of Antietam, the Union proved they could stand against the Confederate Army. Finally, Lincoln gained the confidence to create the Emancipation Proclamation.
That on the first day of January, in the year of our Lord 1863, all persons held as slaves within any state or designated part of a state, the people whereof shall then be in rebellion against the United States, shall be then, thenceforward, and forever free. And the executive government of the United States, including the military and naval authority thereof, will recognize and maintain the freedom of such persons, and will do no act or acts to repress such persons, or any of them, in any efforts they may make for their actual freedom.
Tell Parliament we can't get involved anymore. Not after this. This is about slavery. Of course we get along with the South. The endless supply of cotton that the slave labor provides is crucial for our European economies, especially since slavery has been dying out. But that's just the thing. We can't get involved anymore. As much as we love King Cotton, Lincoln made the strategic move. With his proclamation, he seeks to shun us away from supporting the South. He's made this a war on morality, a war to end slavery, and our people have already decided their stance. We cannot go against them.
Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.